the much anticipated fight between Thysse and Shervantaaigh Koopman. If you look on paper anywhere in South Africa and you pull out the ratings, that's the two best guys to fight each other, the two junior middleweights, rated number 2 and 3 in Africa. It's a big fight. It's a good fight for South African boxing, and the winner will definitely go on to make waves in the world boxing.
It's a very interesting fight, very tough fight. I believe Shervantaaigh Koopman will be ready for this fight. You know, he's no walkover, no pushover, and not someone to be underestimated. I'm ready for a tough fight, I'm ready for a war, I'm ready for a boxing exhibition. Whatever he brings to the table, I'll be ready for that.
Looking forward to the fight. You know, Brandon's preparing very well for this fight. We're expecting a tough fight. Shervantaaigh Koopman is a good South African champion, and I think this is going to really bring good credibility to the South African title.
I think it's going to be a good fight. You know, we both rated very highly in South Africa. I am the SA champ, and I'm ready to put on a good show.
Yeah, it's always a hard fight. Is boxer, you can't stop to come forward to work.
Styles make fights, you know, and sometimes you need to be the street fighter, the rough guy coming forward, putting on the pressure. Sometimes you need to be the boxer, you know. But Shervantaaigh and everyone else who's saying I'm more the street fighter will learn on the night that, you know, I can be the street fighter, I can be the boxer, I can be whatever I need to be. I have the tools, I have everything that I need here in the gym, working on it very hard every day. So I have everything, so whatever he brings, we'll take it accordingly.
No, I don't believe that. You know, I think Brandon is a very educated boxer. I believe he's got a good brain on him, and I don't see Brandon as a street fighter. I think he's a very clean boxer. I think he's able to adjust, and he's able to bring both to a fight. He's able to bring a fight, and he's able to box as well. You know, he's a very intelligent individual, and I believe he shows that. You know, if you look at the two different fights against Rourke Knapp, you'll see that in the first fight we wanted to box, and in the second fight we wanted to bring the fight. So yeah, Brandon's able to adjust, and that's what I believe separates Brandon from Rourke and separates Brandon from Shervantaaigh. I think he's the only one that can do both.
Rourke is a very good sparring partner, you know. He's iron sharpens iron, so I am happy to sharing in the gym with Rourke.
Yeah, it's sparring with Rourke, it's good for him. You know, me and Rourke have shared the ring, so I'm pretty sure there's a few things Rourke will tell him to give him some insights into who I am. But Rourke doesn't know who I am anymore, you know, and the guys I've been sparring in the gym here are big guys, small guys, quick guys, strong guys. You know, I've been sparring with Connie Puzi, I've been sparring Mtileko Baby G. You know, I've been sparring some very different styles, and you know, I believe the sparring partners in my gym are more advanced than anyone I've fought so far.
I think the only upper hand he'll get out of it is Rourke will tell him how tough Brandon is, you know, and I think Koopman knows that he's going to be in one hell of a fight. You know, Brandon comes tough and ready. He's one of those guys that puts in all the work when it comes down to a fight, and I think that's the only edge he might have, just knowing how tough Brandon is. But in terms of passing on what Brandon does and how the fight will be, I don't think there's much of an advantage in that. You know, styles make fights. Shervantaaigh is a very different boxer to Rourke Knapp.
Shervantaaigh is a very clever boxer. Smart and speed is too much. I see that fight is make everybody to stand up.
I never like to be the favorite, so in my mind I'm always the underdog. You know, being the underdog means I have something to prove, and I believe I do. I believe I do have something to prove in this fight. You know, I think they're putting me against Shervantaaigh. They think he's undefeated, he's gonna make easy work of me. So, you know, I definitely have something to prove, so I think I'm the underdog.
I feel like I'm the underdog because he's been around for a while, and I'm kind of new on the scene. I think a lot of people know me now, and they are aware of me and all that.
I think there's pressure on every fight because every fight that you win or lose, you either go up or you go down in your career. So every fight you take, even if it's a 4-rounder fight, there's pressure, you know, to go on to new places, to go on to better places. So yes, there's definitely pressure on this fight. Whoever wins this fight will most probably move forward in their career. Whoever loses in this fight will probably have to take a few steps back and recover from it.
Yeah, I do feel like Brandon is a guy that I have to beat to go to that next level. So I do feel that pressure. Yeah.
I don't see it going the distance. I believe it'll be a very tough fight in the beginning, But I think Brandon's experience will come through in this fight. I think also Brandon has had a better pedigree in terms of fights he's been in. He's had more experience in opponents. And I believe this is just something that Brandon wants to achieve, become South African champion, and then the goal is to move internationally. We did start doing that before the second fight with Rourke Knapp, and I want to get back to him fighting at international level.